Hi again! I know this is the video that you've been waiting for. I'm going to show you how to use your MicroSculpt to get that chiseled look that you're after. First things first, I pull my hair out of my face so it doesn't bother me as I glide the MicroSculpt along my skin. Then I like to start on my neck and I use the niacinamide serum. If you purchase the bundle, you got 1, 2, or 3 of them. I absolutely love this serum. It leaves my skin glowy and dewy and just beautiful, and you don't have to wash it afterwards. You can just let it sink into your skin and soak up all those goodness. So you want to use a water-based serum. This niacinamide serum is, and it's a little bit jelly, so it stays damp on your skin. You want to make sure that there's always a little bit of dampness on your skin when you're using your MicroSculpt. So I'm going to start on my neck. I'm going to apply a little bit, and it's damp all along the skin. So I turn it on. You hear the little beep. There you go. And I like it at setting 3 on my neck. Everyone's a little bit different. Try what works for you. I recommend starting with 1. So with your neck, you're going to, I like to go in my center, get the double chin down and glide it and bring it down to where my lymph nodes are. Try to avoid bringing it down the center because your thyroid is here and it can feel a little uncomfortable, and it's your thyroid. It controls hormones and a lot of other things that you don't want to mess with. So I always avoid going down the center, and if I do go down the center, I'll only go up to about halfway. So I'll glide it down to my nodes, my lymph nodes. And that beeping sound lets me know that it's time to pick it up and move it to another spot. Beep. And then I'll do my jaw up towards my ear. And then I'll add a little more niacinamide to the next step up in my face. I call it steps, the next step up on my face. And I'm gonna dampen all along here, along my neck, along my chin, rather, all the way up to my ear. So again, right under here, beep, and then I'll pull it always towards my hairline and ear. I like to turn it up to 4 on my face. And it doesn't hurt at all. It should not hurt. I do feel it tugging, like it feels kind of like the muscles are being pinched, but it doesn't hurt. If it does hurt, it could potentially be because your skin is too dry. It feels very uncomfortable when I put it on my skin dry. Like if I do it on this side, it's not uncomfortable. It's not very uncomfortable and it's not painful, but I feel it more than I do on this side. So if you want to have a pleasant experience, you're gonna use a water-based serum, ideally the niacinamide, because you can leave it on your face. So then I just take a little more time carving here under my cheek. And you always wanna use it as I'm using it like this, laterally, because your muscles run in that fashion on your face. Except for around your eye where you have a round muscle, in which case if you pull, I don't know if you're going to see it. I feel it. There's a little bit of twitching that goes on if you pull it around your eye. It doesn't bother me, so I will go under my eye. But under your cheekbone, you want to carve it, and always in an upward motion. And same for under, you want to avoid doing it like this because then it has to jump between a lot more skin and muscle. Whereas if you're running it like this, the heads, they bounce on the same side of the muscle, thus creating a stronger electrical current in that space. So right now I feel my skin a little bit dry. Normally I go a little bit faster than this. I'm just doing it slower because I'm showing you guys. But then I'll slide it along here and I'll do it a little bit more on my cheekbone because that's kind of what I wanna, chisel out, right? And I don't know if you can see it, but you can already see there's less puffiness on this side of my face versus this side, right? There's a lot less puffiness. So I'll do that for a few minutes there. And then going on to my forehead and eyebrow area, I'll just add the serum and up into my hairline. And I'm only gonna do half my face so you can see the difference, right? Okay, and then I'll start, oh, there's a little hair in the way. And then I'll start at this end and up into my hairline. Then a step over, up into my hairline, to the middle, up into my hairline. And I like to get into my 11 lines right here in the center and pull it up. So again, I don't feel, right now on my forehead, I actually don't feel it much. I feel it more on my cheeks and on my neck, but I have it at 4 on my forehead and I don't feel it. So I know that it's working because I felt it on other parts of my neck. And because look at my eyebrow, look at it. Because look at my eyebrow. Just look at the difference between both sides. You can tell that this side has been lifted and this side has been depuffed versus this side. I mean, this side's a little puffy still and there's no indentation where my cheekbone goes. So that's how you can tell. This is after just one use. And granted, I've been using it very regularly, but I like to use it most in the morning. Oh, and it went off. So after 5 minutes, it will shut off because that's all you really need. I'm taking more time, like I mentioned, going across my face simply because I'm giving you the tutorial. But I will go quickly. I'll do a few on my neck, a few on my jaw, a few on my cheek, and a few on my forehead, and then I'll go to the other side and do the same thing. And it takes about 5 to 10 minutes. If you want to go longer, just turn it back on and keep going. So that's how it's used, and I absolutely love it. Like I said, I like using it first thing in the morning because your face is all tired and puffy, and it definitely gives you that lifted look for the whole entire day. You can see, you know, the difference, right? You can definitely see it on my eyebrow. You can see it, it's a little more defined than on this side. And underneath my neck, I didn't show you before, but it's more tight than it was prior. So that's how you use it. You turn it off and you're ready to go. Join me in my next video and I will tell you a little bit more about how it feels and how to choose the right settings for you and how to continue using it to get that prolonged, chiseled look that we're all after.